The man was drenched with water, yet he still didn't wake up. That was because something eerie was happening in the town. Once the residents fell asleep, they would never wake up again. Only a few people who had stayed awake for days were still alive. The man decided to enter the dream world to search for a way to save the townspeople. If anything abnormal happened, his companions would immediately wake him up. When he opened his eyes, he found himself standing on a vast grassland. There was no one around, and he was bound by chains, unable to break free. He tried every possible way to escape, but no matter what he did, the chains wouldn't budge. The man broke down and screamed in despair, yet he still couldn't free himself. By the next day, he was completely exhausted. Suddenly, a car appeared in the distance. To his shock, his mother, who had been dead for 10 years, stepped out of the vehicle. The man stared at her in disbelief. His mother handed him a cup of coffee and told him that as long as he drank it, he would wake up. Dehydrated after such a long time, the man hesitated, but inside the liquid he noticed a strange glowing symbol. Just as he was about to drink the coffee, a mysterious wizard appeared in the distance. At the same time, a gigantic whale swam across the sky. His mother seemed terrified of the wizard. She angrily scolded him, trying to drive him away. But the wizard simply raised his hand and cast a spell. Immediately, the mother lost control of her body and was slowly forced back into the car. With a creepy smile, the wizard approached the man. He didn't answer any of the man's questions. Instead, he only gave him a set of coordinates, telling him to find a way to reach that location. Staring at the strange symbol in the liquid, the man suddenly understood why the townspeople had fallen into eternal sleep. The wizard then slowly stepped back and gradually disappeared. Only then did the man realize that the mother he had just seen was actually a monster in disguise. Before he could react, he jolted awake in the real world. It turned out his companions had noticed that he hadn't woken up for a long time and feared he might fall into permanent sleep. They used adrenaline to bring him back. Although he had only been asleep for 2.5 minutes, the thirst he felt in the dream was completely real. After drinking some water and calming himself down, the man told his friends everything he had seen in the dream. He guessed that the key to saving the townspeople lay in those mysterious coordinates. The others felt the idea sounded far-fetched, but they had no better options. Coincidentally, one of them knew how to fly a plane, so they decided to set off immediately toward the mysterious coordinates.